I think at the very heart of the story of Jesus is a God that leaves all the comfort of heaven to join the struggle here on earth. And leaning into the suffering, that's what we see in Jesus from start to finish. From the moment he's born, homeless in the manger, until he's executed on the cross. And I even think of that point where Jesus cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And sometimes we all feel a little bit of that long loneliness, as Dorothy Day called it, that sense that, to think that even in Jesus, God felt the absence of God, that's pretty profound. So I take heart from, in that. And Jesus talked about how the world may not like what we do very much. He said, look how they treated me. And if they treat you the same way, don't be that surprised. That doesn't necessarily make it enjoyable all the time to have folks that don't like what we do, but it does sort of make you wonder if we don't have some sort of collision with the world that we're living in and the powers that be. Are we really advocating for the same things that Jesus advocated for? Because it didn't just win Jesus the Nobel Peace Prize; it won him, a cross. And that call to be with those that the world has shunned and marginalized may be unpopular at times, but that's why it's so beautiful to be here. To see this group of folks that are sort of reminding each other that they're not alone in this work, that they're walking with Jesus and they're walking with the people that a lot of folks have abandoned, and we find Jesus in that. It's holy work. The scripture says when we welcome the stranger, we might be entertaining angels. When we do it to the least of these, we do it unto Christ. And so this work of compassion and justice is some of the holiest stuff that we can do. So it's really beautiful to be here in Oklahoma and to see the holy mischief and troublemaking, but the love that doesn't just stay confined in sanctuaries and worship spaces, but the love that goes into the streets and touches people with that same love that Jesus touched people with.